Hi Year 9, Mr. Templer here for your next lesson of Year 9 Humanities. This lesson we are looking at developing our understanding of global challenges in the modern world and in the future. Things like climate change, war, pollution, problems that will probably be your generation really that will be solving them. So it's important that we outline these global challenges. So what are they? And also address how can global citizenship help us solve these problems, help us address these challenges. So, there are a number of challenging issues facing our community, our nation, and our world, so really at every level of our life. Climate change, refugee crises, food and water shortages, poverty, homelessness, human rights, disease, inequality, renewable energy and resources, overpopulation, and war. This unit is designed to raise awareness of global challenges and promote the concept of global citizenship. So this idea that a global issue requires global efforts to create any sort of positive change. So we need to work together to address these global issues. We can't just be concerned with solving climate change in Australia because it's a global problem. So we need to work together with the other nations of the world to solve it. I've got a quick little video down here, 4 minutes long. If you can't get it to work, because I've embedded it in the slides, just click on this, and you should have the option to open the URL. But anyway, it's 4 minutes long, and it's this bloke who's very creatively going through that list of global challenges and talking a bit more about what's happened, why it's happened, and why it's so tragic. I just thought it was a really interesting way of listing these out, as opposed to hearing them in my silly voice. So, now that you've got a nice list of all the problems in the world, let's start looking at solutions. So one of the largest global efforts to address global challenges was the creation of the United Nations. So the UN was an organization, or still is an organization, of over 193 nations collaborating to create a better world. The UN was created after World War II in 1945, which you guys learn about in Year 10 history. Their aim was to prevent any future conflict between nations and maintain world peace. As the name suggests, it's the nations of the world united. So they're working together, trying to maintain world peace after 2 world wars in less than 30-40 years. We decided, all right, let's not do that again. Let's all work together. I've had enough of war. The nations of the world were also determined to prevent any violations of human rights. So World War II was even more horrific, really, than World War I, because it contained war atrocities like the Holocaust, the atomic bombing in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So the goal was to not only prevent war from happening, but to prevent any really violence or violation of human rights. That's why one of the most impressive things that the UN created pretty much immediately after the UN was formed was the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. We're not going to look at that too much, but basically it was a list of human rights that every individual in the world should have protected. You guys looked at that in Year 8, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But yeah, the goal was to maintain world peace, stop human rights violations, and improve the living standards of people who were left with really nothing after the devastation of war. And then that same goal, mentality, mindset has really continued into modern times. The UN attempts to address global challenges such as famine, poverty, human rights, and civil war. Their efforts represent the concept of global citizenship. Another quick video here. This one's only 2 minutes long, so you got no excuse. Basically, to guide their efforts and to address global challenges, the United Nations created this big list of goals, sustainable development goals for the entire world. Short name, SDG. And it's kind of a to-do list for global citizenship. So the UN and all the different countries, all different people in the world sat together and they said, all right, what are the problems? They went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 17. 17 global goals, I guess. And that's what this list is. Basically a to-do list of how to address the challenges. So watch this quick video here for a little 2-minute summary on these SDGs. So you've got the sorry video. I can't remember what I called it on the side. No, it says sorry. So that's outlining some of those global challenges. And then this quick 2-minute video is outlining the UN Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs. So there's 17 in total. What I would like you to do is, I have to find my place again. Watch the video, and then this lesson, your main lesson activity, is going to be selecting the 3 most significant SDG goals in your opinion. So humanities, no wrong answer as long as you can justify your response, explain why you are right. So go through the list and pick out the 3 most important goals. Then I'd like you to record a brief summary in your digital notebook for each of those 3 goals. 3 points. So 1, what is the global challenge being addressed by this SDG? So basically, what is the problem? 2, why is it important that we fix this problem, that we address this specific goal? So what is the impact of the problem? So you need to fix poverty because this many people are dying of poverty, this many people have no homes, etc., etc., etc. And then finally, the goal. So how can we solve and address this problem? What is the United Nations plan? What can we do to achieve this goal? And I've included that little website at the bottom there, which is a list basically of the SDGs that we discuss in this video. So all you really need to do this lesson is watch the video, open up the list, and you can see we've got 17 goals. Oops, that I'm flipping through. So poverty, food security, health, equality, education. So go through and pick your top 3. And then if I click on, what's a good one? Education, that's very appropriate. If I click on this one, it'll be giving me the information I need to solve these 3 questions here in my digital notebook. So that's some background information about the problem. They've got some infographics, some information down here. Whoops, I've gone too far. Facts and figures, so I can use that to solve question 2, the importance of addressing this problem. And then the targets are probably what I need to fix question 3. And yeah, that's all we're looking at this lesson, guys. Hopefully that's not too much. If it is, if you're struggling with the workload, if you have any questions, of course, please let me know. Otherwise, best of luck, hope you're well, and cheers.